Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video, we're going to be having a little bit of a catch up just on what's been going on over the last number of weeks. I've had no videos up, so just catch up on that and tell you what's coming up in the next few weeks and what we're going to be videoing. One of the last videos I put up, if you remember, we had to put in a bundled walled area for a liquid nitrogen or fertilizer tank that we were getting. That has come. I've a little bit of footage. I'm going to stick it up now just when the tank arrived, and I'll show you the tank now sitting in place. So just a little bit of footage there as we were lifting it in. Omax is the fertilizer that we are using, and yeah, good job. So does the tank. Just sits upright. It's fairly big, fairly tall. It holds slightly more than 2 full loads of liquid. So yeah, like it holds 60 ton or whatever, or maybe more than that. And yeah, very handy to have it in that you can store it all here together. There is a lock on it. There's a cap and a lock on it. One of the downsides is, see, the way the bundled area holds some water, so you're getting in and out there at the minute, you're doing a bit of splashing. There's a couple of inches of water in it. I know it kind of defeats the purpose of a bundled area, but I might pop maybe 1.5 inch or 2 inch hole through the lowest point, and I'll put a pipe out through the wall and just have a little screw on cap on it that you can open it, let the water out, and then close it back up again. Can do that fairly easily, so I think that's something I will do in the future. But yeah, very, very handy job. We had 2 loads of liquid, but the tank didn't come in time, so we had to ferry some of it down for the first applications, and then we got a load put into the tank. So we're still actually owed some fertilizer. It's up over 5 cubic meters there, so it's roughly up. You can see the line of it there. So I think we're owed enough that it'll take it up. I think maybe close to 15, and we'll keep in a tight eye then on fertilizer prices in the coming months, and if they come down a bit or look like they're going to be some value later on in the summer, we'll fill her up. So that's kind of the plan, and very useful to have it here in the yard for next year. The liquid, a lot of people ask me with the liquid nitrogen what we think of it so far. I like it. So far so good. The response from it has been immediate when you put it on. There is a couple of things you have to watch out for. You have to watch not to scorch either grass or scorch either the grass or your cereal, the plant. Too much overlapping, you will scorch it a little bit. Spraying in direct sunlight, or maybe not direct sunlight, maybe is the wrong word. On a warm day where there's a lot of sunlight, it could dry onto the plant, and it could take the wax off the plant and cause you some issues. It'll take a little bit of time for it to recover. So what we've done with it so far is cloudy day, or a day where there's some rain forecast for that evening, or light rain even falling as you're spraying it, that's when we've went and applied it, and it has been instant, the response, absolutely instant. So really happy with how it's worked out. With the sprayer, you can control the accuracy of it a lot better, or easier, than with the spinner. I know some of the more expensive spinners, it has got all those section controls, but you're still going to lose some of it into the ditch, and we didn't lose any of it into the ditch this year. It was just very happy that it's worked out. Yeah, so if you have a good sprayer and are able to apply it accurately with the sprayer, you're going to really reap the benefits of it. So another question I'm asked a lot is it any more expensive or cheaper than granular? At the time when we purchased this at the start of the year, it was maybe a 5 or 10 ton cheaper than the granular at the time. I think at the minute it's 5 or 10 euros a ton dearer than granular at the minute. So it kind of goes a little bit either side of it, but it's never really that much in the difference. You're not going to be making the saving really on the purchasing of it that way. You're going to be making the saving in the accuracy of being able to spread it, and when you spread it, getting the instant response from it. That's where the real savings is with it. So yeah, happy with it so far, and I intend to keep using it. Even on the silage ground, we've used it on all our silage ground and hay ground. Response has been immediate, and we've put on less fertilizer units wise than we have in the past, like most people have this year, but the grass has more. We're ready to cut our silage next week, which is a week ahead of when we usually do, week to 10 days ahead of when we usually do. So maybe that's down to exceptional growth over the last month or so, but I don't know, we're very happy with how it has worked out. The other thing that we were waiting to arrive that is going to really help with how accurate we can get our liquid nitrogen on is the sprayer. It eventually arrived. Purchased the sprayer back at the, oh god, it must be like last September, October time. Lots of delays on the way in coming, like everything that's purchased, but eventually it has arrived. Now luckily McGee Farm Machinery, who we purchased it, very kindly loaned us a sprayer over the month or so that, or maybe more than a month, that we really needed a sprayer, and we were able to get our crop spraying done, liquid nitrogen on, and we're very grateful to have it, because we sold our own sprayer back at the beginning of the year and fully expected this sprayer to be here in time, and it'll be here in March. That's when it was more or less due. So yeah, running a little bit later than it was supposed to come. Have been using it this week, and it's an excellent job. We went for an Amazon again. No reason to change, because we absolutely loved the last sprayer. This one here is the UF 2002. So it's basically the biggest mounted sprayer that Amazon do. It holds 2200 litres of water, or something just over that. And yeah, we went for plenty of extras on it when we were going for it, because we wanted, obviously we're moving to the liquid nitrogen, and we wanted to have the accuracy for that, but also to have it then for crop spraying, because our acres in cropping have went up over the last for this year, and are going to go up again next year. Yeah, it's just one of those things we wanted. So we went for individual shut off on each nozzle. You can see we also went for the 3 nozzles on it. The brown nozzles, which we have been using for the last number of years on our old sprayer. Absolutely love that nozzle. Even in windy conditions, it works extremely well. So we went for that again. Also went for the red one, and we went then for, this is our liquid fertilizer nozzle as well. So yeah, very easy to swap them around. It's just a matter of click it and twist it like that, and you can swap it to wherever you want. What else is there that we went for? It's got DUS, which is there's a constant return back on the liquid in the sprayer itself. We also went for the comfort pack on it, so this all lights up. You can type into it if you want to put in 500 litres of water, click enter, this here drops down. I'll do a video of when I'm using it, of it working. Drops down, sucks up 500 litres of water and then closes off. So yeah, you're not going to be putting more water in. You could actually go in and leave it for a few minutes. If you had something else to do, you can do that, go back to it when you know it's going to be more or less finished. So yeah, very useful. One of the differences in this sprayer and our old one, you can actually take water from a tank through the hose and fill it into your fresh water tank. There's a fresh water tank on the other side. I'll actually show what it holds. I think around 200-250 litres of water, so that's just for rinsing out. And that, yeah, that's the induction bowl. It's bigger than the old one, similar though in how it works. Actually, it's a 55 litre induction bowl. There's a 55 or 60 litre induction bowl that's in it. The usual rinse out options, and there's also little lamps which I really like, that you can use to wash stuff down, and I thought that was a really nice little extra and feature on it, because there's always little bits of spillages and you can just hose it all down, and yeah, save any of that. What else have we got? Ladder, a bit like the old one. So there's a ladder there, there's some fresh water then for washing hands and stuff, and there's another little compartment then up here as well that you can open up. So we'll get some PPE for that, maybe some gloves and mask or whatever. Just a little jug is up there at the minute as well. So yeah, that'll be very, very useful as well. So she's full GPS control. Obviously we don't have Green Star, we're just using an Amazon system on it. So you can see the little, might be able to see the little dome on top of the roof. What else is there that I can show you? There's an extra nozzle here out on the end for, it's actually a little angled nozzle. So basically when your spray is coming out here, it just splits open like so. This one here, it sprays at a little bit of an angle in, so if you're burning off in close to a ditch, you can turn that nozzle on and it just burns the grass off in the ditch itself, you know, and good job. You don't have to drive right in on top of the ditch. It'll do all that for you. So that's controlled from inside in the tractor. It's electronically controlled. You can do that through the box. What other things is there? It wasn't on the other one. LED lights on them now, which most things has LED lights on them. Also has LED walk lights here, so they just shine straight along on each side. You can see down the boom. Yeah, that's the fresh water tank there. So it's a good size fresh water tank that's on this side of it. You can also fill water through a hose into it, so you can open and let it in that way. There's a hose holder on it. That was on the last sprayer as well, so yeah, that's very handy. Have your hoses with you. Oh, I'll tell you what I want to show you. There's an excellent wheel system on this. You may have seen it before. If not, when I get the tool I'll show you. So wheels, the last sprayer, a bit of tricking to get them folded up, bit of messing around. This one here, there's a little hook on this. Simple as that. Let it down, and then to pull it back out, just connect her up and pull it back out like so. So very, very simple. You can get rid of the wheels very easily. I do leave them out when I get back to the yard, because I'll show you why. The extra nozzle that goes on here, it drops this whole outer bit down. Instead of it being up here, it drops it down about 6 inches, maybe a little bit more. And I am afraid that on uneven, or it's okay on level ground, but if you have a bit of a hill in the yard and you let the sprayer down with the wheels not out, or if the wheels were in the transport position, should I say, it may hit that outer part of the boom. So just for safety, everyone can go back to the yard, I pop the wheels out. So yeah, it's just one of those things. Right, I'll just get in the tractor itself and I'll show you the control box. Okay, so in the tractor, control box is just setting up here. It's the Amatron 3 control box that is with it. So you can click her on, we've got a walk menu, and then we can click on over this side here. and that turns on the GPS. So we've all that in the position, and we've also got one of these. It is the Amazon control lever. So basically, rather than have to control it through the box, you can set up. What you do is you set up whatever litres per hectare you want to put on. Set up your GPS, and everything else then is easily controlled through this here. So you've 3 different functions. When the green is lit, you've got a whole list of functions here. So this one here turns on and off your spraying. You can up and down your rates. You know, you can go from 100% rate, you can go 110% your rate, and whatnot. By changing then to press this button and putting it red, you press this here, and that starts then to lift her up. You press this button here, that starts to fold her out. So this one here then folds it in, and this button here then drops it down. So that kind of works all that. And then I'll have to just check, but if you press and hold there's a little trigger button here at the back. If you press and hold that, you can then self-fold one boom at a time, or tilt one side at a time, and all that kind of stuff. So there's all different functions there depending on what you want to do, and it's all controlled off the gear, this lever. So really nice extra that to have on it, and even better than what I thought. When I saw it, I said, okay, I'll get it, but might be just a bit gimmicky. It ain't gimmicky. It's the best feature on the sprayer, without a doubt. Absolutely love it. You're using it all the time. You're just watching the screen just to make sure that you're driving in the right place, but everything else I'm doing with the lever. So yeah, so that is it, the Amazon UF 2002. Really nice sprayer. Just really happy with it. Glad went extra wee bit and got those extras on it, because it'll pay back for itself in the use of it. 2 fields I went to do. I was spraying for weeds a couple of days ago. There was 4.5 acres in one, 3 acres in the other. I know the 2 fields, I knew it was in it, so I put 600 litres of water in the sprayer, set it on the clock to spray at exactly the rate to empty the tank, and when I was finished the 2 fields, there was 3 litres of water left in the sprayer. So that's the accuracy with it. Absolutely unbelievable. You know, it's popping on and off. There's no overlapping, there's nothing lost, nothing wasted. And yeah, that's exactly what you want in today's age, when everything is getting so expensive, especially the liquid. It's quite heavy when it's full. It's quite heavy on the 6.9. Now there is only leaf weights on it. Probably could do with a heavier block weight on the front of it, especially with the liquid nitrogen. Like 1,000 litres of water is roughly a ton. 1,000 litres of liquid nitrogen is 1.2 tons. So there's a bit extra weight with the liquid end, and yeah, you have to watch it. You have to watch it, especially if you have it filled. You have to watch it on the hills, because front of the tractor will rear up. I've been there and I've tried it and I've seen how it works. But yeah, that's it. That's a look at the sprayer. A bit of a catch up just on some of the things that's been going on over the last couple of weeks. Tank is in place. We've been spraying away, been very busy with a lot of things going on. Another busy week coming up this week, and I'm going to get the camera out. I haven't had the camera out really much in the last couple of weeks because I just hadn't time, but camera's coming out on Monday. We're going to be getting ready for the silage, pulling out the 2 mowers, pulling out the harvester, hose them down, get the grease gun at them, get them ready. We've rain up until I think Wednesday in around, so the plan is if it dries up, maybe get some mowing done Thursday evening, lift some silage maybe Friday, Saturday around that time. That's if the weather plays with us. But just as I was finishing off this video, it's just starting to rain again, so you just don't know what it's going to do. Just before I go, quick hello to Miss Emily Wynn. Emily watches me on the YouTube. She's actually my cousin's daughter, Denise's daughter, so a big hello to Emily Wynn. She's living over there in Dundalk and Monaghan, watches all the videos, so hello to her and all her friends in Dundalk Primary School. Some of them watches me there as well, so hello to everybody. That's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit the sub button, leave a like on the video, comment down below. All that stuff helps the channel, and yeah, we're always grateful for anyone who does that. So that's it for now. See you during the week.